Well, hello. I'm eating a pale ale cheese dip. So easy to make. Everything's just thrown into the food processor. And you got the cheese with a nice pale ale in there. In this case, I'm using a Mino pale ale. And eat this with vegetables. Eat this with potato chips. Eat this with slices of baguette. Whatever. It's a fantastic creamy dip. Look at that. That's just creaminess there. Lots of flavor. Let's go to the kitchen and make some right now. See how easy it is to make. Now to make our pale ale cheese dip, we only need a few ingredients and it's really quick to make, all in the food processor. What we have here is 8 ounces or 230 grams of cheddar cheese. I like to use a red cheddar just because it's a nice color, and the sharper the cheddar, the better. So red cheddar, 8 ounces or 230 grams, and I've grated it. Over here we have 4 ounces or 110 grams of cream cheese, and that's been sitting a bit at room temperature so it's a bit softer and blend up easy. Over here we have 1 tablespoon of Dijon mustard. That's the sharper mustard, the Dijon, not the Dijonnaise, but the Dijon mustard. And then over here, 1 tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce and a half a tablespoon of paprika. And here we're gonna go with the flow on how much beer exactly we need, depending on the consistency and everything. But about 1/4 to 1/3 of a cup of pale ale, and that's a pale ale like the one I'm using today is. This is from a local brewery, Mino Brewery, and they make quite a nice little pale ale actually. It's a little sharper than some pale ales, but that'll do. So this is actually a local brewery. We've got a lot of little craft beer places now, and the nice thing about Mino is the very first house I ever built in Japan was built in Mino. So this kind of always brings back good memories. All right. Let's get everything into the blender, so everything but the beer. So we're going to put the cheese in there. Not a blender, food processor. Cheese goes in the food processor, and let's get the some of this. I just kind of break up the cream cheese a bit as I put it in, except for when it falls in there. Just kind of break it up a little bit. All right, and then I'm going to toss in that mustard. All right, got all the mustard in there. The Worcester sauce. I will never learn how to say that properly, ever. And the paprika. And now I'm just going to zap it a little bit before I add in the beer. Just want to kind of blend everything together. But it may need beer right away sometimes because it starts binding up on it, just start adding some beer in there. All right, so I've been pulsing that a little bit. You can see it's kind of coming together there. What I've got is I've got a bit of cream cheese making a blob here. So I just got to break it up a bit when that happens. Get it out through there. And hit it again. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start adding the beer in. I'm just going to run it a little bit and pour in beer. Just slowly. You just want to watch it and watch the consistency. Now I'll have a look. I use my small spatula here. Just grab a little bit to see. Well, that's pretty heavy consistency still. I want to be able to dip in this. I don't want to break my chips as I dip. So I'm going to add a bit more beer to that yet. Basically, that's all you do. Just keep adding beer until you get the consistency you want. Just let it run for a while because you want this to smooth out. All right, so I ran that for about a minute there with a bit more beer in, and I'm just going to see that is looking like a nice dipping consistency. Oh yeah, it's nice and soft. I just scrape down the sides a bit. Now I'm just going to run this for about another minute or two, just pulsing and running until I've got a beautiful, smooth consistency. So I've used just about the full 1/3 of a cup of beer. And probably, I think we're good right there, so I'm not going to add any more. But if you'd like it a bit runnier, that's fine. Add a little bit more. Just remember, you don't want it so runny that it doesn't stay on your chips or vegetables. All right? All right, that is looking nice and smooth. So what I'm going to do now is get a little bowl on here. We've got just a little bit of beer left over, so down the hatch. That's good. And then I'm just going to take this out of here and into a bowl. All right, enjoy this pale ale cheese dip. Now, if you go to the link appearing on the screen and also clickable in this video's description, you can download and print out this recipe from the Snack and Appetizer Recipes booklet on Kuma's Kitchen's Patreon page. Just click the feature tag called Recipes. Not yet a patron of Kuma's Kitchen? Well, please consider becoming one for as little as $3 a month. You'll get access to all our recipe booklets and a bunch of videos not published anywhere else, including our popular This is Japan series and many others. Also, you'll be supporting the creation of many more Kuma's Kitchen recipe videos. Now, go print out the recipe and enjoy pale ale cheese dip and make cooking fun again with Kuma's Kitchen.